Erika, welcome to the pre-podcast for the Seamless in Riyadh. We're going to meet there, recording like a 45-minute podcast. So people get a small appetizer. Please explain what you're doing with your very interesting business, Drink Dry.
Thank you so much for having me on, first of all. So Drink Dry is first and only premium non-alcoholic drinks marketplace in the GCC. And we launched in 2020 in the UAE. And like any good ideas, before you bring it into wider GCC, you have to prove the concept in Dubai, and then you can start rolling it into Saudi and Kuwait. So we are super excited to say that we launched Drink Dry marketplace in Kuwait in June of this year. And we are, in fact, launching a Drink Dry store in Saudi Arabia after Seamless around 15th of November.
Yeah, and like to get it into perspective, like for most of the Western world, where like most of the drinks are with alcohol, if you look at it from a global perspective, what is a faster growing market? Like for beverages that are there, like for just entertainment, like drinks, is like the non-alcoholic beverages market, drink market, is it like faster growing than the alcoholic one? Because I believe obviously the overall beverages market is like growing everywhere because there's so many countries that still need to play catch up.
Yeah, I think that it's fair to say that historically and traditionally, the Middle East palate has always been very sweet. So the beverages and the drinks that have been the most popular and have seen the biggest growth have been sweet, full of sugar, etc., etc. Now, what is happening and what has happened post-COVID, everybody, and Middle East is no exception, everybody's a lot more health conscious and everybody's a lot more conscious of what they put inside their body, right? So if you are a consumer who doesn't consume alcohol or anything like that, you are looking for a healthier, much better alternatives to your sugary sodas. And in general, Dubai and the Middle East and Saudi as well have an exceptional F&B scene, really an exceptional F&B scene. So it's the beverages that are growing are the ones that are helping elevate that experience of fine dining.
Okay, and do we see trends like now I'm getting invitations to barbecue formats where it's kind of vegan barbecues, and it's everywhere somehow. Is it also something we should expect with like the drinking industry? So yeah, come to our party here, but it's like a vegan non-alcoholic party.
Yeah, I don't think you will entirely move as a community and as a nation to drink non-alcoholic drinks only, but I think there's a real trend of being the perfect host. So if you are the one who's hosting the barbecue, inviting people and giving them options that if they are not consuming alcohol, that they have really exceptional alternatives to that. And if you are organizing an event and you're inviting a bunch of people, if it's a public event, you need to have all sorts of different options available for different consumers so they can choose rather than be dictated of what they have to consume.
What are the most popular non-alcoholic drinks? Because if I first was introduced to the concept, I thought of something like non-alcoholic mojito or stuff like people usually consume when they are going out without having the appetite to drink too much alcohol.
I think it's not about which is the most popular drink. I think we need to look at it slightly differently. If you look at what are the occasions that call for non-alcoholic drink, that's when you kind of see which product fits into what occasion better, right? So if it's a celebratory moment and if you have a family gathering and you are celebrating something, that definitely calls for a glass of non-alcoholic sparkling beverage. If it's a friends and family barbecue on a Saturday afternoon, that is definitely a cold non-alcoholic beer occasion. If you're looking at fine dining scene and if you're looking at gastronomy, that's when you see a lot of non-alcoholic still wines come into play and really pair up well with non-alcohol with food. So it's not which particular subcategory in the non-alc industry is doing better or not. It's now that it's spreading across all different aspects of life and coming into different occasions across everything that we do as consumers.
And I guess you're the best person to ask this question. So is this industry, the segment of non-alcoholic wines or sparkling wines also growing on a global level?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the non-alcoholic beer subcategory has done the best when it comes to innovation and taste and flavor. The consumers keep being surprised in the most positive way with different brands launching the alternatives to it, a lot of different craft producers coming into play into the non-alcoholic space. And in terms of the non-alcoholic wines and sparkling wines, it's been something that has been overlooked by producers for a very long time. So what we have now seen, we've seen a lot of generations of family winemakers turn into looking at non-alcoholic wine. So give you an example, we as Drink Dry have a fantastic agency from Miguel Torres Winery in Spain, one of the oldest winemaking families, 5th generation. They have spent their lives making wine for people. And since 2008, they started pioneering a non-alcoholic version of that. And they're absolutely at the forefront of that.
Okay, looking forward to discuss this a bit more in depth when we are in Riyadh. Maybe we can connect it with a live tasting experience. Definitely would look forward to it, and see you there.
I would love that. Thanks.